Dr. Gabor Mate shares powerful insights on the importance of authenticity, how being true to yourself, open and vulnerable, can bring a deep sense of relief and inner calm. He explains why pretending, people-pleasing, or suppressing who you are not only disconnects you from others, but also creates inner tension and emotional pain. Being yourself isn't just freeing, it's healing.
I was on the Joe Rogan podcast back in September. It's the first time I met the guy. And he was telling me that and you probably know this, he was a martial arts champion, I think in Taekwondo perhaps. Very aggressive. Losing was anathema to him. He just couldn't stand the idea of losing. He was aggressive. He was rough in his personal life. And whatever you think of him now and his positions and political opinions, he's gone through quite a transformation. And he's much more open about his emotions, much more willing to be vulnerable, not to be hostile. And I just asked him, in which state did you feel more like yourself? And he says, in this one. Well, what does that tell me? Or I can ask you, any of you, if you're like me, you've done plenty of things that are selfish and manipulative and aggressive, perhaps. And you've also perhaps been at times kind and generous and open-hearted. Now, if you ask yourself, when do you feel more ease inside yourself? When is your whole nervous system and all your viscera and your body more at home with itself, or as opposed to tense and on edge? Is it when you've done something selfish and self-serving and greedy and grasping and mean? Or is it when you've done something generous and giving and open-hearted? Well, most people will say, I feel more myself and more at ease when I'm open. That tells you what the true nature is. So it's not a theoretical question. Just look at your own experience. When do you feel more like yourself? And there's your answer. All the spiritual teachers tell us from ancient Hindu times, the Buddha, even before the Buddha, there's the true self, the one that's aware and conscious and open-hearted and loving and so on. And all the spiritual teachings will tell you that. But you don't have to go to the spiritual teachings. Just look at your own experience. And by the way, sorry, why are you even here? Why are you here? Why do you want to hear this stuff? I mean, not that you shouldn't, but why do you want to hear this stuff? Or who is it in you that wants to hear it? Or who is it in you that wants to contribute? Well, there's your true self. But we have another need, which is what I call authenticity. And auto, the self, auto means self, automobile. We have this need to be ourselves. Now, on the most basic level, why do we even need to be ourselves? What I mean by that is we have to be connected to our bodies and our emotions and to be able to heed their guidance. Why? Well, we evolved out there in nature. Just how long do you survive out there in nature? How long does any creature survive in nature if they're not connected to their gut feelings? Not very long. So we have this need for authenticity, being connected to ourselves, being able to heed our inner GPS, as it were. And we have this need to attach, authenticity and attachment.